country can make you a millionaire. Yes or yes? So find one of the problems. Nigerians have money problem. Either the problem of how to make more money, or how to manage their money, or how to multiply their money. The rich men has the challenge of multiplying their money. Average men, how to manage it. Poor people, how to even make it. So find any of them and solve. You make money. Money goes to people that solve problem. Money goes to value. Not money does not go to people that needs money. Only people that have value that can solve problems. So looking at it, number 2, millionaire skill you can learn is called leadership skill. What did I say? Everything rises and falls on leadership. Everything. And these are all enabled skills. People management skills, emotional intelligence skills, self-awareness skills. These are the skills you need to build people. It's a skill you need to add value and build a team. To a skill to build organization like MTN, Glow, Etisalat, Monty Suite, White Beach Hotel. It's a skill to build a community, either a Christian community, a business community, a business investment community. Is a skill to build a business family. So this particular relationship is called a transformational relationship, or you call it a significant relationship, but I want to stay with transformational relationship. What did I say? So it's a relationship whereby you get your life transformed by connecting people higher frequency, a high frequency of thought, higher doing, so your life become better and improve, and then you also connect other people. So it's one of the best way to earn a fortune. Tenure fortune is one of the best way to earn residual income. Tenure residual income. So and you can see it on the diagram here. There are 2 factors here. There's a factor happening outside of you. There's a factor happening inside of you. Those one happening outside of you is called the contributing factors. What did I say? All those contributing factors are the things you cannot control. That is happening outside of you. Example of them: the naira, the dollar, the president, the governor, the senators, the ministers, the commissioner, the local government chairman, your pastor, your bishop, your auntie, your uncles. These are the factors: the sun, the moon, the weather. These are the factors you cannot control. You cannot control the sun, you cannot control the moon, you cannot control dollar, you cannot control naira, you cannot control your president. Those factors are called contributing factors. What contributing factors does is that they can slow you down, they can delay you, they can facilitate, but they can never stop you. Contributing factor never stop a man from becoming successful. What stops a man from achieving his heart desires and dreams is what is happening inside of that man, and it's called determining factors. What did I say called? They determines your success. So there are 2 factors embedded in every human being. We have the positive and negative. We have the winner and the loser, all embedded in us. So that is why you have to focus on the positive and focus on the winner. Ignore the loser, ignore the negative factors. So all the positive factors embedded in us are faith, courage to take action, commitment to follow the process, determination, of course, fidelity, vitality. These are all the factors embedded in us that help us to succeed, that breaks every barriers. But the factor that's actually stopped man from succeeding is the negative factors. You know them: the fear, doubt, anger, bitterness, resentment, hatred. These are the factors that stop men from succeeding. So you are the most important factor. Tell your neighbor, I am the most important factor. No, tell your neighbor, you are the most important factor. So looking at it, you are the most important factor. I am the most important factor. So if you see it like that, then let me tell you what will happen to you. Let's talk about you today. Because today we're going to start a new outline, a new topic. It's going to be for 2 days, today and tomorrow. And then by Monday, we have something very powerful for you. So today's topic we have today is the secret psychology of the top 1%. So we're going to look at that today. The secret, of course, okay. We have the secret, of course, psychology of the 1%. Psychology of the top 1%. The top 1%. So the top 1% today should be part 1. So anybody that is doing so, we have the subtopic here: how to behave like the top 1%. So how to behave like the top 1%. So if we are going to look at the top 1% in church, in business, in oil and gas, in football, in athletics, anything, you want to be the top 1% of the world population that is making money, not just making money, that is wealthy, not just wealthy, affluent, not just affluent, quite educated in the any profession: tailoring, fashion, name it, aviation, name it, oil and gas, telecommunication. So these are about 6 traits I'm going to share with us, 6 of them. So if you can hold on to these 6 traits, you will definitely find yourself there, because we are the sum total of our activities, our behaviors. We are actually the sum total of. Mr. George, my laptop is not charging. So thank you so much. So We are the sum total of what happened to us every day. So if you have a successful days, you have successful week, you have successful month, you have successful years, you have your success, your days are not successful, definitely you have unfulfilled and successful days and week, and definitely going to manifest. So this is habit. Poverty is habit. Wealth is habit. Every wealthy man have a habit. So it's a routine. You copy that routine and do what they do, you have the same result they have. About 6 traits we want to discuss. But let me lay some foundation for us. Let's pick the first one, secret. Let's talk about this today. Let's look at secret. When I mean secret, write it down. The secret is something that is not known or seen. The secret is something that is not known or seen or meant to be known. The secret is something that is not known. That's why it's called secret. Secret is something that is not known or seen or meant to be known or seen by the people, other than the people you intend to know or see it. Okay? So I said the secret is something that is not known or seen or meant to be known or seen by others, except the people you intend to know or see it. The secret is something that is not known or seen or meant to be known or seen by others, other than the people you intend to know or see it. So other than the people you intend for them to know or see it. So you don't want another person to know about it. You don't want them to actually see it. So that's why it's called secret. Secret is something you hide. You hide it from the people you don't want to see, and the people that they want to know about it. So I said secret. The secret is something that is not known or seen or meant to be known or seen by others, except the people you intend to know it or see it. Except those people you know. So I'm going to share these 6 of them I've discovered with you, and it's going to help you. If you want to do anything you want to do, you want to go into fashion, poetry, fishery, as far as you're an entrepreneur and investor. These 6, when I start sharing with you now, you draw a box like this. So any of them that you actually are practicing, you take it. Anyone that you are practicing, you mark it back or you circle it. So you start to work on it. So I'm going to give you 6 of them. So write this one down. Let me talk about psychology a little bit. So I've talked about the secret a little bit, so we can lay some foundation. Let's talk about psychology a little bit. So psychology. Write this one down on your notes. Psychology is the scientific study of the human mind. Psychology is a scientific study. Psychology is the scientific study of the human mind and its function. Psychology is a scientific study of the human mind and its function. Psychology is a study of the human mind and its function, especially those affecting behaviors in a given context. Psychology is a scientific study of the human mind and its function. Psychology is a scientific study of the human mind and its function, especially those behavior in a given context, especially those affecting behavior in a given context, like the way poor people spend money, the way average men spend money, the way wealthy man spend money. So a poor man make money to spend. Average man make money to buy liabilities. A wealthy man make money to buy assets. So you can see the behavior they have there. That is how you know what it is a wealthy man, a middle class, or a wealthy class, the top 1%. So psychology is a scientific study of the human mind and its function, especially those affecting behavior in a given context. It could be, you can also see behaviors in marriage. The way a poor man behave, average man and wealthy man. Poor man want to give birth to 8, 9 children, 12. That is a problem. That is, you see, is a big trait common among them. And a wealthy man, you can see, not giving more than 3, 4. He's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can see all these things have context, even in serving God, even in business, even in documentation. So when I say psychology, I say the secret psychology of the top 1%. I'm going to talk about something that is not known or seen by a lot of people that are not practicing this habit, or these people that, the way they think, the way they behave. So write this down on your note, very important. Studying is a way of thinking. 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 So why people behave the way they behave, I'm going to share some of them with you, and it's going to make a lot of sense, because you actually sit down and say, wow, so if I want to make the kind of money I want to make, live the kind of life I want to make, touch the life I want to touch, so I need to think this way and behave this way. So that will lead to study the kind of things that will propel you in the direction of your interest in life. I say studying is a way of what? Thinking. Write this down on your note again. The way of thinking about things that a small group of people have and no one other people to see it or know about it. The way of thinking about things. The way of thinking about things that a small group of people have and don't want other people to see it or know about it. Full stop. That's what we'll be discussing today. The way of thinking about things, about cars, land, house, marriages, businesses. The way of thinking about things that a small group of people have, I call them 1%. The way of thinking about things that a small group of people have, and they don't want other people to see it or know about it. So I want to share some of them with you today. A way of thinking. Okay? Number one, write it down on your notes. The top 1% stand up to stand out. The top 1% always stand up to stand out instead of falling in line to fit in or be liked. The top 1% always stand up to stand out instead of falling in line to fit in or be liked. The top 1% always stand up to stand out. The top 1% always stand up to stand out. The top 1% always stand up to stand out instead of falling in line to fit in or be liked. Mr. George, I didn't get it. It's okay. Fine. I said the top 1%. The top 1%. One of the secrets is that they always stand up to do what? Stand out instead of falling in line to fit in or be liked. What that simply says is that if you want to be among the top percent, you must decide not to sit down. You must decide not to lie down. You must decide to stand up. And when you stand up, you want to stand out. So when you want to stand up and stand out, you start investing in yourself. If you see those people that are doing, if I mention Messi now, Ronaldo, Nelson Mandela, all those men that significantly make impact in any place they find themselves, they stand up to stand out. Then they will stand up and stand out. So for you to stand up, you must decide. You must make that conscious decision to not to sit down anymore, not to manage poverty, not to manage your situation. You want to break through and break forth. You want to make that impact. So if you don't decide to stand up and stand out, you cannot be among the top 1%. Write this down on your notes. They focus on purpose rather than popularity. They focus on purpose rather than popularity. They focus on purpose rather than popularity. The top 1% focus on purpose rather than popularity. That's why they stand up and stand out. Focus on the purpose why God created you. So you want to become, that's the only thing that can make you stand out, stand up and stand out. Purpose. Stand up purpose. Yeah, they focus on purpose rather than popularity. Although purpose makes them popular sometimes. Although purpose makes them popular sometimes. So although purpose makes them popular sometimes. So they focus on purpose. They don't want that popularity. They want to fulfill purpose. They want to make impact, like Thomas Edison that said, if I put electric bulb, I will stand up and stand out. White brother said, if I put iron can fly on the sky aeroplane, if you can make this thing work, we will stand up and stand out. Bill Gates said, if I can put up this Microsoft, I will stand up and stand out. Elon Musk. So you want to be among the top 1% in any industry you find yourself. In any industry, you must be purpose driven. That's what will help you to stand out. Forget about being among the top percent. And I'll tell you a lot of things why you need to be among the top 1% in where you find yourself, because there are a lot of benefits. It will give you the courage, it will give you the confidence, it will give you that charisma, give you the resources, it will make you to become resourceful. So, and you need to understand that you're not coming to this life to watch people succeed. You also came to succeed. Touch yourself, say, I'm a success. Touch yourself, say, I'm a millionaire. So some people now become the top 1% because they don't want to stand on their feet. I keep saying this every time. A child that's afraid to fall will never walk. A child that's afraid to fall will never walk. So don't be afraid to fall. It's part of the process. I keep saying failure is not the opposite of success. Failure is part of success. So there's no way you say I want to succeed without not going to have this temporary defeat. Temporary defeat is not a permanent failure. Don't make a pen. Write this down on your note. Some people will never rise to the level. Those criticisms, those people that are criticizing them. Anybody to criticize me, so because of that, they don't want to become the top. They don't want to stand up. I don't want you to say I'm a bad person. They don't want to stand. They don't want to be judged. They don't want me to judge me. Never rise to the level of their full potentials because of the pain of discipline, common haters, common criticisms, etc. There are a lot of things that when you want to be at the top, you become the topic. People will talk about you. So I don't want anybody to talk about me, negative about me. It's part of the process. Not everybody will like you. Some people never rise to the level of their full potentials because of the pain of discipline, pain of haters, criticisms, strolls, all those people that will ever talk down. No matter what you do, They will not see good about it. So all the people that become the top 1%, we know people will talk about us. We know that not everyone will say good thing about us. We know, and we choose to ignore them, and we ignore all those people. So make up your mind, because people's opinion don't pay your bills. Tell your neighbor, people's opinion don't pay your bills. Everybody is entitled to their own opinion. So allow people to talk. Forget them, ignore them. You, everything they say about you, you want to go and argue. I'm not the one that did it too. It's not my fault to see. Some of those things you don't need to argue. Just ignore. I keep saying, if you throw stones at every dog that backs at you, you will never go to your destination. You throw stone. You throw stone. You can't get okay. So you want to become a pastor, become a president of a company, chairman of a bank, be business owner, people will always talk. So once you become when you want to come to the top, or you want to stand up and stand out, just have this at the back of your mind. Not everybody will like you. Not everybody will say good thing about you. So learn to ignore. Tell them, learn to ignore negative people. Learn to ignore them. Not everybody will like you. If everybody did not like Christ, not everybody will like you. Even the Christ that came to die to redeem us from darkness to this kingdom, not everybody even accepted him as his personal Lord and Savior. So why are you trying to make everybody like you? See, once you want everybody to like you, definitely you become people's pleaser. Because you will not be useful to yourself. There's nobody that ever become useful to themselves that everybody likes. So you must make up your mind to stand up and stand out. Stand up for something, or you fall for everything. Write this down on your note. I'd like you to write this down on your note. Don't be afraid of people with opposing opinion. Don't be afraid of people with opposing opinion. Don't be afraid of people with opposing opinion. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of people with opposing opinion. Because the same wind that feed a forest fire extinguish the candle. Don't be afraid of opinion. Don't be afraid of people's opposing opinion. Don't be afraid of people's opposing opinion. Because the same wind that feed a forest fire extinguish a candle. The same wind that feed a forest fire extinguish a candle. So don't be a candle, be the forest fire. The same wind that feed a forest fire extinguish a candle. So don't be afraid of people with opposing opinion. Don't be afraid of people with opposing opinion. Because the same wind that feed a forest fire extinguish a candle. So what would you rather be? The candle or the forest? I'd rather be the forest. So the fire, the same wind that blow the fire in the forest, it will burn them more. If that wind touch candle, they go off them. Candle has small fire. So don't be afraid of people's opinion. These are small fights. Every king in this life, right from the time Christ was born, they even took him to Egypt because it wasn't easy. Life was not meant to be easy. You were meant to be stronger. One of the things that God is passing through this process is to help you have a thick skin of people's opinion. One day they will carry armor, give you like they gave David to go and fight Goliath. He said, I beg, come on this thing from my body. It's too heavy. It's too heavy. I don't go feel where I am. Give me catapult. Now I don't give Goliath given her. So the thing is that if you cannot live by people's opinion, yes, in the matter of counsel, there is wisdom. Take counsel, but decide for yourself. Why I'm telling you this, for you to stand up and stand out, because the first one is to stand up and stand out. So to stand up and stand out, you must stand on your feet. You leave people's opinion alone. So because we know the school system is designed to make people have this mental weakness. So when they are adult, they cannot do anything for themselves. So if anyone's point is invalid, opposing voice, you see them calling you names. When somebody know that what he's saying about you is not what it is, they will call you names. That's how you know when people's opinion are weak. They're calling you idiot, mumu. They will start calling you names. They leave the context of the subject matter and start attacking your personality. You now know that this person has a weak opinion. And remember, if I write 6 and you stand here and you look it, it's 6. You stand here and look it, it's 9. We are all correct, depending on our perspective. If you know these principles, you finally understand that whatever somebody is telling you, he's telling you the way he's seeing it. Because you don't see the world the way the world is. You see the world the way you are. That means if you're a stingy person, you'll be seeing everybody like a stingy person. If you're an honest person, you say whether being honest. If you have integrity, you see whether the way that have integrity. If you're a man, Igbo people say, anybody where they use knife, kill person, if they fear, make them carry knife, pass him back. You know like make person carry knife, pass him back, because you know what thing they use knife do. Yes or yes? So you know they never allow person carry knife, pass him back, because now you know what thing they use knife do. So if you don't carry knife passing back, it might be say that thing in they do person. You go do am. So that's why I keep saying that hurt people hurt others. If you are hurt inside, you'll be hurting people. People that have kindness, give kindness. People that have love will give love. Person that have peace will give peace. Person that love joy will want to give joy. You cannot give what you don't have. You cannot pour from an empty cup. So leave people's opinion alone. The person can stand there and be telling you, if you want to even do well, leave where you are, turn and stand where you're standing. You actually say the person was seeing something. Everybody is seeing something. Oh, tell your neighbor, neighbor. Everybody is seeing something. Oh. So when you want to be successful and be among the top 1%, the mindset, the psychology, some of the secret that we know that everybody is entitled to their own opinion. I've been saying this. Behave like your former president Buhari. Buhari will come and tell you, I'm not aware. Anything you tell Buhari, you say, I'm not aware. Then Buhari doesn't know why it is working for you or not. So when you want to become the top 1%, find some principles, find some habits, stand for those things. Because if you don't stand for something, you fall for something. People have opinion. Don't argue with fools. They will drag you to their levels. Tell your neighbor, don't argue with fools. They will drag you to their level. So write this down on your notes. Still on number 1. I'm going to give you 6 traits. Number 1, the top 1% stand out on what they believe to be the truth, regardless the consequences. The top 1% stand out on what they believe to be the truth, regardless the consequences. So they find truth and they stand on it. They wonder what you do. I'm okay because I know that you shall know the truth and the truth shall set you free. And they will make you free. So yes, the top 1% stand out on what they believe to be the truth, regardless the consequences. The top they stand on what they believe to be the truth, regardless the consequences. They stand on something. They find something to stand on. Like me now, I really believe that every money I make, I must pay myself minimum of 10%. So I really know this truth. No matter how you tell me to spend all the money that I earn, I will tell you that I will not even argue with you because I know you are speaking from a wealth file that is not supporting your financial life. Yes, I will still be working for money. I will be the errand boy. If I chop my 10%, the money is also run errand for me at my old age. I chop them now. That means I've signed a covenant with property to become errand boy for life. Tell your neighbor, if you chop your errand boy, you become errand boy for life. I'm not joking. Even if somebody is dying, I cannot remove that money for any reason. That money was to run errand for you. Tell your errand. That's where you start. You see, he that failed to plan to do what? Fail. Me, that the best gift you can live for yourself this season is for you to live below your means. They're not below. Not even below your means. Below. Just, I've been telling you, the more you wear your clothes, the more it shows you are the honor. Yes or yes? Tell your neighbor, the more you repeat your clothes, the more it shows you are the honor. So that's the thing. So please, live below your means. I know this truth. I stand up for it and I stand out for it. If you don't like it, no problem. When you make all your money, chop everything. Chop everything. You go see how your life will be in the next 5 years, 10 years. Because you never make a plan. See, they don't eat seeds. If you eat seed, you are eating a tree. You are eating a forex. They're not forex. Because that seed would have become a tree to give birth to more fruit. That would, okay, out of 1,000 naira you have, 900 naira cannot solve your problem. That problem was not meant for you to solve. I can tell you from my heart. So please learn to practice this principle. Find something to stand up and stand for. One of the things I stand for is that every day, find 1 hour and invest in yourself. Read book. Because as food is to the body, word of God is to your spirit, knowledge is to your mind. Tell your mind. If you don't spend 1 hour to feed your mind on positive things, read books, be around environment, talk about visions, ideas, possibilities, talk about goals, talk about strategy. 1 hour minimum in a day. I already know already that you have signed covenant to become poor, that you have signed covenant. In fact, pastor will not even know you because ignorance is not a demon. Ignorance is not a demon. We cannot cast it out. So the only solution to ignorance is knowledge. Tell knowledge. What is knowledge? Knowledge is packaged information. Tell us to do what? Solve a problem. So anybody that I know that doesn't invest in himself at least 1 hour in a day, I really know I can predict opinion. No, you have your own opinion, and I know you're entitled to your opinion, so I don't argue with it. Write this down on your notes. Very, very important. If you desire to be among the 1%, you need to develop the ability to stand out in the face of adversity. If you desire to be among the top, if you desire to be among the top 1%, if you desire to be among the top 1% in any field at all, you need to develop the ability to stand up and stand out in the face of adversity. If you desire to be among the top 1%, you need to develop the ability to stand up and stand out in the face of adversity. Yesterday, I was telling you guys, Apostle Paul said, great doors have been opened unto you, but it's full of great adversary. So every great doors come with great adversary. Every great opportunity comes with great challenges. Every challenges come with great opportunity. If you desire to be among the top 1%, you must develop the ability to stand up and stand out in the face of adversity. So don't be a people pleaser. You cannot come out. Once you're a people pleaser, you are not coming out. So find something to stand up and stand out in no matter the challenges. No matter the what? The challenges. No touch your errand boy. Use them, go buy asset. You will tell me thank you. See, things that I want to make you understand that all those people that is telling you, help me. The day you know get again, they will not call your line again. See, all those people, I always tell people that when you are trying to do investment and people start telling you, some people get offended with you. And if anybody get offended with you on your journey of success, on your journey to become wealthy, when you are wealthy, they will forgive you. Tell anyone about if someone get offended with you in this life, on your journey of becoming wealthy, when you are wealthy, they will forgive you. They will forgive you. I can tell you for sure. Once you are forming your discipline, say, I'm not good. The day you succeed, success gets friends. Everybody wants to associate with success. Nobody wants to associate with failure. Nobody celebrates failure. No matter how failure big, they cannot say failure is very big. Let us gather and celebrate failure. And that's the biggest challenge. Tell your neighbor again, neighbor. Poverty is difficult to explain. I want to explain to the poor man. I want to explain them. Even God said no one listen to you. Because God did not say to become poor. Poor is man-made. Somebody said, leave all this inspirational speaker. Poverty is not a state of mind. The poverty is real. Is real. So that if you don't understand that you don't have to give this thing a room, you must find something to stand up and stand out. Let me also give us one or two. So now, okay, let me go to the second one right now. I'm going to give you 6 traits of psychology. The second one, each man thing. So the second one is that know the difference between contributing factors, and determining factors. Know the difference between contributing factors and determining factors. So every wealthy man, apart from standing up for something and stand out, we all understand the difference between contributing factors and determining factors in life. You want to make money, you want money to work for you, you want to own assets, you want to own investment, you want to be an entrepreneur, you want to be among the top 1% of the world population who are making the kind of life you want to live. You must understand the principles of contributing factors and determining factors. So let me give you one or two, and let me just write it down on your notes. So, okay. So write this down on your notes. Very important. The top 1% don't attempt to control. The top 1% don't attempt to control situations and circumstances. The top 1% don't attempt to control situations and circumstances. Bracket open, contributing factors. The top 1% don't attempt to control situations and circumstances. Bracket open, contributing factors, but only focus on determining factors. The top 1% don't ever attempt to control situations and circumstances. Bracket open, contributing factors. They only underline the word only, focus on determining factors. The top 1%, we don't attempt to control any situation or circumstances. Bracket open, contributing factors. We only focus on determining factors. So what are contributing factors? Contributing factors are, write this down. Contributing factors are factors outside of you. Contributing factors are factors outside of you. Determining factors are factors inside of you. Contributing factors are factors outside of you. Determining factors are factors inside you. So inside of you. So contributing factors are factors outside of you. Determining factors are factors inside of you. So, or inside you or inside of you. So there are two factors in life. Only two. There are two factors. We understand this. Every wealthy man understands these factors. There are two factors in life. One is contributing, one is determining. Contributing are factors happening outside of you. Determining factors are factors happening inside of you. So once you know this and have peace. Don't try to control situations, neighbors. I must discipline him or me. You are just wasting time. Focus on the things you can control. Those things. So if somebody say bad thing to you, what he's saying, you cannot control what someone say, but you can control how you respond to what he says. Yes or yes? You cannot control how they bring dollar and fuel. You can control how you respond to the dollar and the fuel problem. And what the best way to respond is to do what I call sound judgment. You know, sound judgment. Sound judgment are three factors. Number one, you must control your expenses. Number two, you must control your lifestyle. You must adjust your expenses, adjust your lifestyle, and increase your income. So now increase. Now, instead of you complaining about Tinubu, you are going to waste time, waste energy, waste resources, waste everything discussing problems. Don't ever discuss problems in the solutions. Discuss about problem. I mean, poor men talk about problem, talk about ideas. So we know that what will make me succeed is not going to come outside of me. It's already happening inside of me. The way you think, wealth does not exceed personal development. Yesterday I called it attitude. Attitude, the way you think and feel about yourself. Then attitude. I say when attitude is right, facts don't matter. So what did I say? When attitude is right, facts don't matter. So we all know. That's why you like now go to radio and call up my name. Call Tinubu. They will ignore you. They will ignore. They know that noise is like, I don't understand. It's like just one drop of sand in the ocean. You're not even a factor. So wealthy men that want to go far, they try to avoid quarreling. They try to avoid any debate. All the debate where they invite Tinubu, he go. Now only Peter Obi go. Tinubu no go. He therefore has to say it's my turn. He no go any debate. When they invite him go rather UK or US, he carry men. He carry this former governor of Ebonyi State. Now them go they talk for interview. The guy never even said because the fact is that we know that talking to people that doesn't have any effect on us is irrelevant. Don't try to control situations. Don't try to control. Write this down on your note. To live a miserable life. To live a miserable life. To live a miserable life is to try to control contributing factors. To live, there is a sure way of living a miserable life is to try to control contributing factors. The sure way to live a miserable life is to go through life believing that I can control contributing factors. The sure way to live a miserable life is to go through life believing that you can control contributing factors. The sure way to live a miserable life is to go through this life believing you can control contributing factors. And not just believing you can control, and also believing that contributing factors are the reason why you're not succeeding. It's a sure way to live a miserable life. The day you start thinking that contributing factors are the reason why you're not making money, not making impact, not buying car for people, not supporting people, the day you believe that contributing factors are what is controlling your life, that is the day you start living a miserable life. The sum total of your life is not depending on contributing factors, company, government, not even your wife, your mentors. I tell you, it's not depending on all these factors you see, your people, your team, your organization. If you want to live a miserable life, just start believing that the reason why you are not moving far is because of all these factors. That is the way to live a miserable life. Some people are very funny. They say, I'm telling you, why I'm poor? My great-grandfather was poor. My grandfather collected the collectoral property. Hand over to my father. They collected his family collectoral property. They hand over the property. That is why I'm still struggling. It's not my fault. Factors. See, once you win in this blame game, turn up blame game. Once you win on blame game, once you win on what again? Which other game again? Complaining game. You will never win in what? Life game. So leave your papa alone. Leave your mama alone. Leave Tinubu alone. Focus on determining factors. I give you an example of determining factors. I call it faith. Vitality, commitment, right? If I give it example to follow a process, determination, vitality, example of determining factors. What you need to focus on. Focus on your belief system. Focus on your faith. Focus on your courage. Focus on your courage to take action. Focus on your discipline. Focus on your vitality. Focus on vitality. Focus on your ideas. These are all determining factors. Has done for you what the how life has. You will not have done for you what the how life has. You will not have time to listen to contributing factors. Example of contributing factors. We have example of contributing factors. I call it fear. Start focusing on your fear. Start focusing on your doubt. Start focusing on unbelief, of unbelief. Start focusing on hatred. On hatred. Start focusing on resentment. Start focusing on resentment. Start focusing on what? Resentment. Start focusing on resentment. Start focusing on what? Failures. Past. Okay. This your father was my classmate in school and he used to copy from me. And they purport to the Sam Lokefe. So you are his father's classmate. He said yes. He said, where were you when my daddy was making all the money? He said, ask him, ask him, what am I trying to say? You focus on those things, those contributing factors. So wealthy men, the top 1% knows that my success is dependent on my determining factors. They're not determining factors. So they know that for me to become miserable is to actually believe that contributing factors are the source of your challenges in life. So they don't want to take responsibilities. Their mindset, their methodology of is to practice. Write this down on your note. You need to practice a purpose. You need to practice a purposeful. You need to practice a purposeful. How did I even put in my statement? My statement is that now only you write down. Now only you know if you read them. That is well. Okay, let me put it this way. You need to practice a purposeful. I don't even know what I want to write again here. I don't know. This one is a sleep follow for body. Sleep. I'm not feeling that. I'm beg. Won't stop am for there. Hurry up. Maybe I sleep. I write this one. I'm not going to read them again before I come talk am today. The Lord is good though. It's okay. So it's supposed to be 6, 10 or 6. But today I made up my mind to give you 2, 10 or 2. So that tomorrow I will do the remaining 4, 10 or 4. Because of my time, I know. Now make I stop. I don't see them. I know you don't show me time already. So because I want you to go home today, having these 2 belief, the way of thinking that you need to stand up for something. That is one of the ways you can stand up, and that one of the things that will help you succeed is that nobody is the reason why you are where you are today. That it's not the way you think, because you can never your wealth cannot exceed your personal development. The way you think, you can never have joy and peace, money more than the way you think. So once you grow, everything will grow. Once you improve, everything will improve. Instead of seeking to change things around you, seek to change things in yourself. Once those things happen, everything around you, those things that are not empowering you will live on their own. Those that empower you will come in place, because you only attract to yourself who you are. You cannot be thinking negative and have a positive life. To have a positive life, you must be thinking negative. You must focus on the determining factors. You must focus on those things that empower you. So once you know this, if I don't have money, I don't blame anybody. I know there's something I've not done that I needed to do to have the money I need. The value I did not create. Okay, which value did I create? Did I apply the law of exchange? Did I actually present my value to the people? Because you cannot wink at a beautiful lady in the dark and expect her to see and appreciate you. You must bring your business to the light. You must sell your business carry it on your head. You must sell your idea shamelessly. You must carry your market on your head. So if I have a value, I did not present it to the people, how would they know that I have value? Nobody lights a lamp and put under the bushel. So since I want to have money, after getting my value, I must do what they call marketing, marketing. Because sales only happens when marketing is done. If you have a poor marketing strategy, you have poor sales. If your marketing strategy is top notch, and of course it's quality, you have quality sales. And if a business doesn't make sales, that business will die natural death. So I understand this principle. So I know that if I'm not making sales, that means I did not do right. I did not do marketing right. If I don't make sales, that means I marketed to the wrong audience. I did not market to targeted audience that can afford my product or services. So I need to change my strategy. It's called testing and tweaking. What else is called? So I know that if I don't have a car, it's my fault. I need to learn to know what those people know that buy Rolls Royce. I need to know what they know that the people do that buy private jets. So if I decide to know what they know and do what they do, I'll have the result they have. If I want to have an estate, I want to support church projects. evangelism. So I don't have the resources to support them, 5 million, 10 million. So the question is that I don't know and do what those people that have 10 million, 15 to support projects do. So first and foremost, I'll find someone who is succeeding and who has succeeded in my area of interest, and I will go to the person to mentor me, and I will either go paying money for the mentorship or serving the person for that mentorship. I don't want to go there for free. You cannot take from the table you have not contributed to. Dig your well before you are tasting. Either you go giving or you go serving. Two ways to get mentorship. So I understand the principle. So I now understood that if I don't have the things I want to have, I am in charge. Touch yourself. I say I'm in charge. I'm in charge. So having this mindset, not to blame anybody, will put you on the top 1% population who are doing very well financially, emotionally, economically, and of course in every part of their life you can think or imagine. So that is the best we can take today. So tomorrow I will actually give you the remaining 4. If you're excited about today's class, shall I? So please don't miss tomorrow's class. I keep tomorrow. I want to tell you that tomorrow don't come alone. Come with people that you know, that have been praying and fasting, that have been going to different churches, that financial problem never says so. Carry them, give me, because there's a way they are thinking and they behave that is not empowering them. So we need to remove those wealth files. We need to format their brain. Turn off format and install a new wealth file. So you need a process to do that. So tomorrow you must come with someone tomorrow. You'll come with somebody tomorrow. Shall I? That one is begging for the charge card. You know you're not coming with anybody. Shall I? I know. Village people, they're always with me. I say I'll come with somebody tomorrow. Shall I? So tomorrow's class will be epic. They're not epic. So I'll give you the remaining 4. You can imagine today one is just powerful. Imagine how tomorrow will be. So that's the best we can take today. So the online community, don't get involved in a business without a mentor. You know why? Mentorship is a legal shortcut to success. He that stands on the shoulder of mentor will see far. See you at the top. See you tomorrow. And God bless you. Have a wonderful day. For the rest of us here,